Hi everyone, welcome to our midweek Fitness to Practice and Role Transition Resource PowerPoint.
As an optional midweek activity, we would like to highlight some key supports that can make the RN to NP transition more successful. Consistent, competency-based clinical education helps build both confidence and clinical judgment over time. Strong preceptorship and mentorship are also essential because new nurse practitioners benefit greatly from guidance, feedback, and role modeling as they grow into practice. Peer support and supportive faculty can help reduce isolation and normalize the challenges that often come with transition. It is also important to have clear role definition and realistic employer expectations so that new NPs are not expected to function independently without appropriate support. Finally, structured onboarding and transition to practice supports can help create a smoother, safer, and more sustainable entry into the NP role. BCCNM Quality Assurance is another important resource that can support the transition from RN to NP practice. The quality assurance process includes annual activities such as self-assessment of practice, seeking peer feedback, creating a professional development plan, and evaluating the impact of learning. Together, these activities help support ongoing growth and encourage nurses to be intentional about their development. For nurses transitioning into the NP role, this process can be especially valuable because it helps identify learning needs related to new autonomous responsibilities and supports the development of SMART goals for skill and knowledge growth. It also encourages the use of workplace feedback to build confidence and strengthen professional competence over time. Overall, BCCNM Quality Assurance supports fitness to practice by promoting regular reflection on physical, psychological, and emotional well-being, while also reinforcing lifelong learning and safe professional practice. A professional development plan is an important resource for supporting both fitness to practice and the transition from RN to NP. A professional development plan helps guide and document learning in a structured way so that it aligns with BCCNM standards and demonstrates an ongoing commitment to competence and safe practice. In terms of fitness to practice, a professional development plan encourages continuous reflection and improvement, including attention to physical, psychological, and emotional readiness for practice. This is especially important in the NP role, where increased autonomy also brings greater responsibility. For RN to NP transition, a professional development plan can help identify knowledge gaps, target skill development, and support growing confidence in the new role. It can also reduce role ambiguity and stress by creating a clear path for professional growth. Overall, it serves as a practical tool for helping new nurse practitioners develop safely, intentionally, and sustainably.
The nurses and nurse practitioners of British Columbia have put together a professional support hub designed to help NPs succeed in practice across BC. The support program offers practical resources for clinical, professional, and system-level challenges. In this way, NNPBC supports capacity building for safe and competent NP practice, aligning with BCCNM's definition of fitness to practice.
The Nurse Practitioners Association of Canada is an important resource for nurse practitioners across the country. As the national voice for NPs, the association represents and advocates for the role of nurse practitioners within Canada's healthcare system. This kind of advocacy is important because it helps strengthen the recognition of the NP role and supports greater role clarity, especially during transition into practice. The association also helps facilitate success in practice by influencing policy and education while promoting accessible, high-quality care for patients. In addition, it works to reduce barriers by addressing system-level challenges and supporting stronger integration of nurse practitioners into healthcare teams and organizations. Overall, this is a valuable resource not only for professional advocacy, but for also supporting long-term NP role development and sustainability.
The last resource we wanted to share is a multi-toolkit resource developed by the Healthy Professional Worker Partnership. Funded by the Canadian Institutes of Health Research and the Social Sciences and Humanities Research Council, this resource was designed to support mental health in the workplace. It offers supports for maintaining well-being and interventions across multiple levels, including individual, team, organization, and systems. This resource helps to normalize stress, help-seeking, and workplace challenges, which we will encounter during NP role transition, and can also help us address burnout prevention, workload management, stress, and resilience, which directly impact clinical judgment, safety, and decision-making. We hope you find some of these resources useful to your practice as you grow from novice NPs into amazing experts. We ask that you pause for a moment and reflect on fitness to practice and role transition by considering the questions on the slide. If you have the capacity this week, we encourage you to post a brief response, just 1 to 2 sentences, to one of these questions inside of Moodle. Bonus points for sharing a link to a resource you found helpful or plan to use to support your own fitness to practice during role transition. Thanks everyone for their participation thus far in the forum, and we hope you all enjoy a few weeks off before the start of Term 3.